Quick question. How many mutual funds do you actually own right now? If you had to guess before checking your app, and then you went and checked, would the number surprise you? For a lot of investors we talk to, the honest answer is more than I thought. And that's usually the first sign of a problem most people have never heard of: over-diversification. Most investors believe more funds automatically means more safety. It's an intuitive idea. Don't put all your eggs in one basket, so keep adding baskets. A fund from this AMC, a stock tip from a friend, an NFO that looked interesting, an old SIP you forgot to review. Nobody sits down and decides to build 25 or 30 positions on purpose. It just accumulates, one reasonable sounding decision at a time. The problem is that diversification isn't about the number of things you hold. It's about how differently those things behave from each other. Past a certain point, adding more holdings stops reducing your risk and starts adding something else entirely: complexity without a matching benefit. Let's break this down into the 4 things actually worth checking in your own portfolio. First, are your holdings big enough to matter? Every fund or stock in your portfolio is there to do a job. Grow a specific slice of your money in a specific way. If a position is such a small sliver of your total portfolio that its performance barely moves your overall return either way, ask yourself what job it's actually doing. A portfolio where dozens of holdings each contribute a negligible amount isn't more diversified. It's just harder to track, harder to review, and harder to know when something genuinely needs attention. Second, are your funds actually different from each other, or just differently named? This is the part people miss most. 2 flexicap funds from 2 different fund houses can end up holding a lot of the same large companies, because they're drawing from a similar universe of stocks and running similar strategies. Owning 5 funds that all lean heavily into the same 10 or 15 names isn't 5 sources of protection. It's one bet, wearing 5 different labels. Real diversification means checking what's actually inside the funds, not just how many fund names are on your statement. Third, how concentrated are you at the fund house level? It's not just about individual schemes, it's also about how much of your total money sits with any one AMC. If a large share of your portfolio is managed by the same fund house across multiple schemes, then a problem specific to that house, a manager exit, a style drift, a size issue, doesn't stay contained to one position. It touches a much bigger chunk of your money than you'd expect from looking at scheme count alone. Fourth, what does this actually cost you, beyond returns? Over-diversification rarely destroys your returns dramatically. What it quietly does is make your portfolio unmanageable. When you own too many overlapping, marginal positions, it becomes genuinely difficult to know what to review, what to exit, what to hold, and why. Decisions that should take 20 minutes a year start taking hours, and most people respond to that by doing the only reasonable thing: they stop reviewing altogether. The real cost of over-diversification isn't a lower CAGR. It's a portfolio nobody is actually managing anymore, including you. Picture an investor with, say, 25 different mutual fund schemes accumulated over 8 or 9 years. A bit from every recommendation, every fund house, every good year they heard about. When you actually map it out, a large chunk of those schemes turn out to be sitting at a tiny fraction of the total portfolio each. Small enough that even if one of them doubled or went to zero, it wouldn't meaningfully change the outcome. Meanwhile, 3 or 4 fund houses account for the overwhelming majority of the money. On paper, it looks diversified, 25 names. In practice, it behaves like a much smaller, much more concentrated portfolio, just with extra paperwork. This is an illustrative scenario to demonstrate the pattern, not a specific real portfolio. Diversification is measured by how differently your holdings behave, not by how many names are on your statement. If you can't clearly say what job each holding in your portfolio is doing, that's worth a closer look. That's the over-diversification trap. More isn't automatically safer, and a leaner, more intentional portfolio is often the stronger one. Thanks for watching. Check out the video description. We've packed it with resources just for you. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and share it with someone who needs it.